Hello guys, welcome back to another great episode. I hope you are doing fine and ready for some action. This is episode 43 of Building a Logistics Trucking Business from Scratch. I want to thank you for being part of this journey where we have fun and learn together. I hope by now you have understood some business terms, topics, and ideas that I have shared in our previous episodes. I hope you will learn more stuff as we continue with the journey of building this business. Today, I will be transporting empty barrels to Osnabrück, and I will also be talking about debit cards. Have fun, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing videos like this. Enjoy! What is a debit card? A debit card is a payment card that deducts money directly from a consumer's checking account when it is used. Also called check cards or bank cards, they can be used to buy goods or services, or to get cash from an automated teller machine or a merchant who'll let you add an extra amount onto a purchase. How a debit card works. A debit card is usually a rectangular piece of plastic, resembling any charge card. It is linked to the user's checking account at a bank or credit union. The amount of money that can be spent with it is tied to the account size, the number of funds in the account. In a sense, debit cards work as a cross between ATM cards and credit cards. You can use them to get cash from a bank's automated teller machine, as with the former, or you can make purchases with them, like the latter. In fact, many financial institutions are replacing their plain vanilla, single-purpose ATM cards with debit cards that are issued by major card payment processors such as Visa or Mastercard. Such debit cards come automatically with your checking account. Whether being used to obtain cash or to buy something, the debit card functions in the same way. It draws the funds immediately from the affiliated account. So, your spending is limited to what's available in your checking account, and the exact amount of money you have to spend will fluctuate from day to day, along with your account balance. Debit cards usually have daily purchase limits as well, meaning you can't spend more than a certain amount with them in one 24-hour period. Debit card purchases can be made with or without a PIN. If the card has a major payment processor's logo, it often can be run without one, just as a credit card would be. Debit card fees. By and large, debit cards don't cost anything extra. There are no annual membership fees or cash advance charges. However, they don't always allow you to escape fees completely. If you withdraw cash from an ATM that's not from or affiliated with the bank that issued your debit card, you may be well charged an ATM transaction fee. What if you use the card to spend more than you have in your account? You can get hit with insufficient funds charges, similar to those incurred by a bounced paper check. If you've registered for overdraft protection, you will incur overdraft fees. You might also incur a replacement card fee if yours is lost, damaged, or stolen, and a foreign transaction fee, if you buy something in a foreign currency. Some debit cards offer reward programs, similar to credit card reward programs, such as 1% cashback on all purchases. A debit card bearing the logo of a credit card issuer offers many of the same consumer protections, such as not holding you liable for fraudulent purchases made by someone swiping your card number. But credit cards and debit cards work in fundamentally different ways. Using a debit card to make a purchase is like writing a check or plunking down dollar bills. You're paying for the item then and there, drawing on funds in your bank account. When you use a credit card, you're essentially borrowing money from the card company for the item. It pays the merchant, then bills you for the amount. You repay it when you get your monthly statement. If you don't pay the whole amount, you pay interest on the remaining portion, as you would with any loan. You can get cash with both debit and credit cards. But again, when you get it from a credit card, you're borrowing money as the term for it, cash advance, implies. If you use your credit card to get cash at an ATM, the money isn't coming out of your bank account, it's coming from your credit card account. And you pay interest if you carry a balance that is, don't pay it back right away, or sometimes even if you do. You don't carry a balance on a debit card, because each and every time you use it, you're paying for the item in full, or taking out money that already belongs to you. The big advantage is, debit cards don't put you into debt you can't spend more than you have. The downside is you are limited to how much you have in your account. That makes credit cards a better option for large purchases you want or need to finance. Advantages and disadvantages of a debit card. With debit cards, consumers are effectively making their purchases in cash, that is, with money they actually have, as opposed to money borrowed on credit. But they are considerably safer than cash. Every transaction made with a debit or check card will appear on the account holder's monthly statement, making it easy to see where the money went. And while lost or stolen cash is gone forever, a lost or stolen debit card can be reported to the bank, which can deactivate the card, remove any fraudulent transactions from the cardholder's account, and issue a new card. Debit cards are easier to get if you have poor credit, as long as the bank lets you set up an account, you're in, and you don't have to apply for them, as you do with credit cards. Nor do you pay annual fees. Because debit cards don't charge merchants much, merchants don't impose minimum purchase amounts on debit cards, as they often do with credit cards. Note that debit cards generally don't offer as many perks, or have as many protections against fraud, like credit cards. For one thing, if an identity thief gets into your actual bank account and withdraws funds, you lose the money immediately. Getting it refunded can be tough. Also, your expenditures on the debit card are limited to the money you have in the bank. And what with auto bill pay, auto deposits, and ATM withdrawals, it can be hard to remember how much is in a checking account at any given time, making it tricky to use a debit card for purchases. Your card could be declined, or you may incur overdraft fees. That's all I had about debit cards. I hope you've learned a thing or two. We have finally arrived at our destination. Thanks so much for sticking with me till the end. I hope you've learned a lot. My client has paid me €3,170 for a job well done. I hope you've had some fun. Until next time, bye.